Hello, fellow recruiters. Today I'm going to explain about from the sourcing point of view. And what is the topic? Topic is how to identify a product development person from a product development industry. All right? For example, you got a requirement to search a product development manager. So what is the string that is you are going to use? What are the keywords that you are going to use to find appropriate candidate? Well, most of the time what happens, if you're directly working with the hiring managers, they pick up the phone when they say that, hey, we are looking for a product development manager and he should be working with on this and go get me someone. As a recruiter, this is your responsibility to understand what could possibly the product manager or product development manager be using in the resume, so that you are going to get it from your search string. It is very generic that you are just going to mention product development or product development manager, or you may look for a project managers or project or product. We do all that kind of title search. So now if you have been through the book Nail the Deal, I have mentioned how you can think from a candidate's point of view. Meaning, as a recruiter, if you want to identify a candidate, then you have to think like that, right? Thinking from a recruiter point of view and looking for an appropriate candidate, that is little bit difficult. Well, possibly you may get few candidates, but most of the time what happens, the best resumes stay there, that won't just come in. And before I go to the topic about the secrets or the techniques that I use to find these kind of candidates, let me explain you that what happens when you search for candidates thinking from your point of view. For example, you got a job requirement and you wrote your string according to the job requirement. So what happens? Most of the time you get the resources according to the keywords that you have used. And what about other candidates who did not use the similar keywords that you have given? Those will be lost out. So that is where the technique that I have shared comes in. Think from the candidate point of view, meaning understand the environment of the candidate, understand the insider of the role, and understand what could possibly but candidate has mentioned, could have been mentioned in the resume, that you can get it through your special search string. All right, so here is what I'm going to talk about: the product development manager from a product based client. How exactly you are going to map it? First, you need to understand what exactly it happens in there in product development companies. So in product development companies, the product development managers are so focused in developing the product that is consumer related. Okay, then you can use consumer as a keyword. Then once they prepare the product, what they'll do, they'll bring that to the market. So you can mention marketing. Next, so when the product comes in and they're going to launch it in the market, so you can mention launch or new product launch. Then they distribute it to the people who wants to purchase. So it could be a business or it could be individual. So what is that? You can mention the keyword B2B or B2C, right? Because that's a business which holds everything, meaning they sell, they get it, get the money, right? Then you can mention profit and loss. You can mention POC. POC is proof of concept. Okay, because before they launch it, before they invest, they need to try and test whether their product is working or not. Then you would be able to see COGS, that's cost of goods sold. All right, those are the jargons they use in their day-to-day work. What else? You can use alpha testing, you can use beta testing, You can use DFX. It is designed for X. Okay, that is how they use it. And most of the softwares, the products that is proprietary, so they sometimes use IP, that is intellectual property. Then they fall into business acquisition, or they want to improve their sales. They mention JVS. JVS could be joint ventures. They invest money. They look for profit. What they could use? They could use ROI, return on investment. They have different branches to find out what works, what doesn't work. It's R&D, research and development. Sometimes they create a product and that screws up. Meaning, there is a product development team, and there is a team which works along with these people who focus more towards the strategic part of the business. You can mention stakeholders, shareholders, SVA, shareholders value addition. Sometimes they use VOC, voice of customer. Sometimes they use user stories and use cases. They work on commodity and VOC, voice of customer. They would use cannibalization. Okay, cannibalization is they create a product which screws up their existing market. Okay, then it comes portfolio, cycle time, deadline. There are so many things those people use when they are at work. So now as a recruiter, you need to mention these are the words in your search string which is not given in your job description. So this is how creatively I used to search candidates, by thinking from their point of view. So once I get a requirement, I really understand what exactly is going on in their world, then what could possibly be the words they'll be using, and that I use in my string, and I get the candidates and I talk their language. So there are no chance that they'll just go away from me. So I hope it makes sense to you, and it made you understand that why you should think different, and primarily why you should think from the candidate's point of view. Thank you very much for watching. This is Suman Pachigulla, #1 best-selling author and the MAV Recruiter Mentor. I'm on a mission to impact 5 million lives. If you have not read the book Nail the Deal, I suggest you to go and grab a copy for you, because that is going to change your current worldview and current situation. It needs extra skills. Just get everything what is needed, and you can be a value addition to your current company, or you are going to get cutting edge ideas for your next job search. Thank you very much. Do share the video with other people, and do not forget to subscribe if you are a new viewer. Take care and God bless.